This headline confused me when I first read it. Maybe you'll know exactly what it means when I say it, but getting a haircut is the only way to see live music in the Netherlands.
What? Huh? What? Getting a... Why?
The only way to see live music in the Netherlands is to get your fade on.
What the fuck?
Maybe it's a machine buzzer.
So, is it Amsterdam? Copenhagen?
This guy gets an F for English.
Yeah, it's Amsterdam. Yeah, so what that means is that it's basically a way for them to fight back to the mandates because
I knew it was COVID related.
hair salons are allowed to operate, but concert halls can't.
Oh, so they...
So they're holding
trim-
concerts
they trim
in
it.
barbershops.
Well, almost.
They're calling concerts
They're bringing
barbershops.
barbers to the fucking live concerts,
Wow.
which is a smarter idea with
So
more
here's
people
the-
than outside.
It's 3-person concerts.
So what they did is they turned huge concert halls into basically little barbershops where everyone who's watching the concert is really just waiting to get their haircut.
That's smart.
That's fucking hilarious.
So that's their way of fighting back double standard, which is
That's smart, but that's also ridiculous.
Yeah.
well. Wait till you see it, then really.
I wonder how they did it.
Here you go.
Whoa.
Wow.
Put it in the middle. Put it in the
Oh,
middle.
sorry.
That is so smart.
That's it's a classical concert too. I thought it would be like so fucking punk rock, and it would be like a rock show. I didn't picture a fucking orchestra.
Yeah, so there's two people getting their hair done on the stage in front of the orchestra. Everybody else who's watching it is just waiting their turn.
It's pretty smart. We're living in some.
But are they really getting a real haircut?
We're
Yeah.
really in an alternate.
That I
reality
don't know
right
because
now.
it's like a bald guy.
Damn, that's
We're in an
smart,
alternate
man.
reality. This ain't even.
This is another one of those cases where Betty White's like, yeah, peace out.
Yeah, for real.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Like this is some like like Hunger Games where you
Oh,
like
yeah.
look at some other reality like oh yeah they're like this is how they're doing it.
Like, look at this guy. Do you think he needs?
You get a razor, bro. You just clean.
But what's weirder though, the rules that don't make sense, or the people that are just trying to figure out how to navigate the rules.
I
that don't
love
make
the people that are navigating. That's the
Yeah.
best part about it,
Yeah.
right? But then the rules are fucking ridiculous.
I
dude.
mean the rules have been ridiculous for a long time.
I know,
We
right?
just haven't really looked at we haven't really looked at the rules like oh the rules have been
But they're ridiculous now.
no we just taking it to the next level ridiculous but if you really think about it for a while like damn we've been on some ridiculous ass rules for a fucking while.
Have you guys met anyone yet that absolutely believes in all the rules and like fights for them? Because I have met. I don't even know.
I see them online.
Yeah, I seen them online, but like
What the fuck?
I don't know anyone, dude. Like maybe I would say in April 2020 or more, like in the very first months, right? People were on high alert. They didn't know. That makes sense. But then like now, I don't know anyone that's like, you have to fucking do this.
No, we all know it's kind of ridiculous. We all know like you put a mask on to go in the restaurant, but then when you sit down, you have no mask on. Don't mean
That's pretty
what the
dumb,
fuck.
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's
But
that's
also, if it's
basically
a lot of people in that restaurant, I'm not going to that restaurant.
Yeah.
Same as like, oh, that restaurant's a little too packed. I ain't no fucking going to that one.
So it kind of is like a statement they're trying to make, but also their biggest thing too was also saying that like the seats in a concert hall are just as situated as like a hair salon because their main thing is they don't want people walking around, moving around. It's like if you're
Yeah.
already in seats that don't move, it's the same idea. So they just really wanted to make that statement, which is cool because I respect that. Like nobody's doing that shit out here, making statements this clear, you know.
They're all classy and shit.
Yeah.
Organized.
Orchestra.
Everybody agrees with the idea at the same time.
They execute it pretty
I
well.
mean, Amsterdam's the Here you city go to of concert
organized-
too. Here you just go to
Yeah, here you could just go see GTS.
that is
Here you can just go to the concert. Like, that's on you. If you catch this shit, it's on you.
It is pretty cool to see how other countries kind of handle their issues and like what different issues that they all have to go through. But it is kind of crazy too to think about like we are in first time ever in our lives where we have a fucking global pandemic. Like this is a crazy fucking situation.
Didn't Sweden or Finland just be like, fuck it, herd immunity, and they've been open and they've been like normal?
Yeah, they did out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they never locked down.
So even flights coming in from like
I don't know about that.
No, I heard it. They were good at first, and then I heard it hit them hard afterwards.
oh
But I heard, fuck, again, this is all hearsay, but I heard Japan got like no cases. For some fucking reason, Japan's like, we're good.
Yeah, they're not. There's no mandate vaccine.
Are people allowed to go there?
It's probably green tea.
There's a mandatory quarantine.
It's a mandatory quarantine, but when the people are there, they're like, it's pretty.
You can go there now, but you
numbers
gotta
are
wait.
Remarkably, like almost nothing.
Because they already have masks on.
Because they already wear masks.
Yeah.
And someone said something about seaweed.
Bro, it has something to do with the Yakuza. Thank you very much.
The Japanese mob is like, COVID, I will fuck up.
That was way more authentic than I was ready for.
Yeah. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, the rules are crazy because like you could be at the mall, right? You're like this, and then like the security is like, "Hey, put a mask on," and you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know." So you can literally walk down the mall, no mask on,
Empty can.
as long as you have a drink.
Rules are ridiculous. Like,
Yup.
like all of a sudden, all these states we can smoke weed in, right?
Yeah.
What was the difference? We could smoke weed in, what the fuck? Like growing up, it was like, you going to jail for that weed.
Growing up, it was like you were a crackhead.
My mom's like, I'll try some weed. I'm like, now you'll try weed because the government said you can smoke weed?
Yeah, you beat my ass for smoking weed. What was that?
Yeah.
It's just a consideration of weirdness. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Right. It is really weird.
It gets me back to that book I read called Sapiens, where we're supposed to read it as a group and break down this damn book. It's just stories. Stories we choose to follow. That's all. There's
rules and
nothing's
laws.
real.
Yeah, all that stuff is just what we decide.
Rules aren't real.
Yeah.
Countries ain't. Race is not real. It's
No.
just a story that we chose to like.
To agree upon.
Yeah, and the reality.
Categories.
They even said history, like motherfuckers want to stay on history, like that shit's fluid too. That's not real. Like don't stay on history because that's not real. That's just a perception
It's
of.
his story, okay?
But I'm saying like it's so fluid. What's true could be whatever. It could be different tomorrow.
But it freaks people out, right? Because like we all need to make sense of reality. We all need to define what things are. We need to know, or else the uncertainty makes people extremely afraid.
Anarchy.
Yeah, so some people will give up freedom of, liberty and belief and whatever, as long as they feel secure and safe. And I feel like this is a great experiment. Like a lot of people are just being like, yeah, just fucking take the vaccine, shut up already. Like, yeah, whatever, who cares about your freedoms? And I'm just like, why do you have to be labeled like this crazy Trump supporter when you just want to question, hey, where did this vaccine come from?
You just want more info.
Or like, hey, like, what are the information? Like, and then you got to question like the sources, and you're just like, and also you got to question the motive of the governing committee. It's like, are you guys infiltrated by corruption? Like, who knows?
Everyone's
Yeah.
infiltrated.
Yeah,
Every
but
country's
then
infiltrated.
even questioning that now is like, you're a crazy person.
That's what's really sad is like, asking something about government rules is way more demonizing than asking, is Jesus real in church?
Exactly. First of all, we are in a Christian country that you're just like, have we thought about the paper thinness of this story yet? No one, but we're gonna go die for that shit.
Yeah.
Someone gonna die for that shit. And then I'm like, I get it, yeah, question law stuff, but like, can we politicize something other than this vaccine? Everyone pretending like they already don't got vaccines in them. Like, everyone fucking have a problem. Like, you already got vaccines in you.
As who's like, snorkel, I'm not gonna let you put a vaccine in me, motherfucker. I don't put poison in my body.
It's like also one thing doesn't necessitate another. It's like this vaccine means our freedom. Like nah, dog. Let's just choose something else. All right. It's like let's just say whatever else, a gun, whatever.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.
Thank you. Seatbelt.
I just don't want to be politicized, but I'm just
being
like,
politicized?
I am.
Trump supporter.
Like why do we have to politicize it? Let's politicize something else that will fucking get us through some shit.
but the rules are like, are they really to help people? Is it because you guys are just too lazy and you don't know what to do? Like motives. I want to know motives, right? Also, like even like the vaccine and all these things. Like it's like, Big Pharma, are you trying to make money, or are you really like? Do you really care about the American people? Like it's confusing, and there's too many things. So I think it's easier for people to just follow the fucking rules and let's get over with this, so we could get on with our lives.
And
I think that's what happens a lot.
And even like, cause you're working on set a lot with now this new mandate of having all these like COVID officers that are just freestyling random ass rules all the time.
There's that, but then there's also someone. But guess what? Someone gets it. Always something, and then that shit locks down. Now you talk about money. Now we're back to money, right? You lock down a set.
money.
Now you losing hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, if not millions. And now you're the asshole that just stopped shit. You know what I'm saying? So everything comes down to
So
money.
if you catch COVID, you can't tell anybody.
I mean, COVID's at a place where people are like very chill.
I'm healthy. What are you talking about?
Practice better coughs.
It's a weird time. We live in a
Dude,
weird
when
time.
I get that's also randomly weird though, because like you catch COVID, you don't tell anybody, and then that's weird. But then there's some people who have COVID, but they don't know. So that you're in essence doing the same objective thing as somebody else, you know what I mean? But because you like, I don't know, maybe had choice, it's like you're wrong. So same thing, vaccinated, unvaccinated, getting the booster, not getting the booster, getting COVID, not getting it. We're still in the same gray area cesspool of everything, and all of it exists. Every variable is present.
And we're all trying to figure it out.
Dude, I almost choked the fuck out of my friend because I picked his ass up, right? And then we're driving. And about 30 minutes into the car ride, he goes, Joe, I had COVID. And I'm like, you motherfucking bitch, you waited to fucking say that to the car. He goes, yeah.
Or had.
Have.
Had it yesterday.
Holy shit.
And I was like,
we were like, what the fuck?
I was like, Joe, what the fucking bitch, right? Well, first off,
When was this?
no, this was months ago. Many months. You're okay, right?
Under 5 days ago.
Right. So I'm driving, and I'm like, you son of a fucking bitch, why did you wait till now to tell me? Because if I told you, you wouldn't have picked me up. God damn it, I was desperate. I needed to go out. We needed to hike. And I'm like, you selfish son of a bitch. You fucking infect me with COVID. I'm about to go to fucking Hawaii. You're gonna pay for those goddamn tickets for me, you bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I didn't have plans,
He couldn't just go hike himself?
he was lonely.
People, it's for his mental health.
Send that ass.
Mental health above all.
Hey,
bro.
just go hike and just meditate or some
You
shit,
need
dude.
friends, dude.
No,
Mental health.
obviously, you know, he's a fucking moron, but I love his ass, right? But he's like, you don't understand being alone for those long days I was quarantining. I was like, how many fucking days did you wait? I think 10. I don't know. I lost count of days. And I'm all like, you're supposed to wait 14, you fuckface. But the CDC says 10 now. And I'm all like, you fucking waited. I was about to choke the shit out of him and get COVID from fucking breaking that 6-foot rule.
Hey, at least he waited 10 days though.
In a car? In a car?
In a fucking car, dude.
that.
And my girlfriend was in the car. She's international, so how the fuck is she gonna go back if she gets COVID, right? So then,
Piece of shit.
I had a flight to Hawaii. in 5 days, and I'm like, you fuckface. You know we have to take a test and do all this shit before we travel, right? I'm like, you're gonna ruin my fucking vacation. On top of that, all this bullshit. And he goes, oh, but then like, I'm gonna join you in Hawaii, so like, if I can't go, that means you can't go. And I'm like, no, you fucking moron. There's more days that you had quarantined. You're gonna test fucking negative while I'm positive. And he's like, oh, fuck. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch, you fucked me so bad. But then I tested every fucking day and I was clear. And he goes, see, I told you I was okay.
Wow, did you apologize?
No, that's what you
Apologize.
You should have apologized, Joe.
And then you could have got it and just been like, not for you. And then that's bad too.
That's
Just
true.
not-